What's up, everybody? This is a Wayne podcast, episode 71. We got very special co-host with me. I almost forgot, Kimberly Spivey, Kimmy. She got her own podcast. She's doing her own thing. If you want to plug yourself, go ahead real quick.
Okay, Kimmy from the block, Kimmy Bluff from Twitter. Yeah, I do a podcast. Y'all know what it is.
We got a very special guest from All American, Michael Behling. Am I saying his last name right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. All
I
right,
hope
cool. He
so.
coming in.
Cool. So yeah,
Dun, 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 dun. Did it work?
it seems like three people in there.
Yes, sir.
Is it over?
What's up?
What's
Oh
up,
my
bro? How
god.
you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing today?
Man, I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. Congratulations on the Armani Beauty. I saw that. I was like, oh, that's
Oh,
dope.
thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Hello, Kimberly. How you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right, first question I want to know because there's so many talented actors in that picture I'm looking at right now. I'm like, so who's the best actor out of all y'all?
Oh man, I don't know. That's some gotcha journalism you're starting
It
off with.
was literally.
No, I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just messing. You know, I'm answer. I don't want nobody.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just messing with
Definitely not me. I'll say that. I'll give it to them. I'll give it to them.
you. Yeah, get started with it. Billy Baker got killed off of this week's episode. Like, how was that? Like, do you guys are of course you guys already knew, but like how was it like having Tay on for like the last like time on set?
Man, it was such an interesting time because we're filming this scene where Jordan and Grace, excuse me, come into the Baker house and give the news. And Tay happened to have shot early in the morning, and so he was supposed to be shot out. However, they added a scene afterwards. So Tay, being who he is, he comes onto the set, onto like where we're being held, and is just still being his fun, goofy self. Whenever all of us are still trying to stay in this mindset of being sad, devastated, and get to that place. So although it was the last day with him, he definitely kind of came in and just brought the joy up, even whenever we were kind of hoping to stay in that depressive state. So it was just it was a good moment for him because it's just Tay being Tay at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But to not have him on set anymore, because I think we filmed that right before, I think we filmed that right before Christmas or right after Christmas. But not having him for the last month and a half or 2 months, you definitely feel like the loss just on set in general. Not obviously with the characters, but just with the family that we have on set. There's a difference. There's a true difference that you can feel on the set. But we all miss him. We all keep in touch, so it's great.
Did you find out about it like before the season started, or like just like when you wrote the script?
Yeah, no. So we found out. I think he sent me a message. Excuse me. Sorry, I just had my lunch. I think he sent me a message before I had my meeting with NK,
Mhm.
and was like, "I just want to let you know I'm not going to be coming back after 11th episode of this season." And I was like, "Whoa, okay," kind of in shock. But he's got to do what he's got to do. And
Mhm.
then in the meeting that we have individually with our boss before we start each season, she brought it up to us and kind of broke the news in detail of how she was planning on it occurring. And so we all kind of knew before we even started shooting 501 what was going to occur, when it was going to occur, and how it was going to look.
Oh. What's like the best advice you received from him? I know I feel like he'd be giving great advice.
Man, there's so many pieces of advice that I feel like he's given me. Um, I think early on, season two, maybe season three, just continue to reiterate in me to, don't get lost in the glitz and the glam of Hollywood, of California in general. Like there's gonna be a lot of people throwing a lot of different things at you, and choose wisely and just stay true to who I am as a person. Because we all got to know each other very 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 well. We still do. Um, So I'd say probably the best advice he gave me is just to basically stay grounded, to stay, who I am, this, kid from a small town in Indiana, keep that glow to me, I guess.
That's nice.
Do you
I
have a
know. Oh, my
oh,
bad. Go ahead.
oh no, I was gonna say, do you have like a favorite like moment in between set between you and him?
Again, there's so many. I have to think about that. I mean, I think it was maybe season 1 or season 2 where we were all sitting outside the Baker House on set, and somebody started recording, and we were just like improving, like rapping. We were all rapping, and that was probably one of the most. I can't even tell you what we were rapping about, but it was probably a video of it out there somewhere. Um, but it was just one of those moments where you kind of forget about everything that's going on, and you're able to kind of sit down with the people that you love, that you get to go to work with, and just 5 to 10 minutes of hysterical laughter. So like those moments, those memories, they're always gonna be cherished for sure.
Oh, what can we expect from Jordan and Olivia? 'Cause I know they just lost their father. Are they gonna go down some like dark path, or is everybody gonna come closer? Like, what can fans expect from them?
Um, Without giving away too much, I gotta choose my words carefully. Obviously, we know Olivia is in recovery, and I think that NK even touches on her article. I don't misspeak, but I don't think that we're gonna see. Let me back up. Let me back up. Um, with Olivia being in recovery, I think you'll see that being tested. Um, I'll speak to Jordan. With Jordan, you're basically going to have to see him step into the role of being, the man of the house to a degree. So although there will be that grief, that sorrow, all the things that you lost your rock, you lost the person that you looked up to since you were a kid, and now he's kind of gone. So a little bit of spiraling will occur between the both of them, absolutely. But they will lean on each other. They will lean on the vortex, and that'll kind of help them get through this trying time. And I don't think there's an episode on Monday, but I think it's the next Monday. But it'll all kind of happen pretty fast. And I love what NK is doing, or what she did was each of the characters within the Baker family, and Spencer, of course, get an episode to kind of work through their feelings when it comes to his absence. You'll see bits and pieces in every single one of the episodes, and even episodes leaving afterwards. But you'll see everyone, who was very, very close to him, kind of go through their grief, and in certain ways that the characters would think. And luckily, Jordan is still not gonna throw any punches. I think
I hope
so. I think
not.
I think I think I think he's gonna keep his hand together. Yeah, from what I've filmed, he hasn't thrown a punch yet, which is great. Which is great.
How
How
does
would
it
this?
fit?
Oh, my bad. Go
Oh
ahead.
my
Yeah.
bad. No, I was gonna
Go.
say like sorry. I was gonna say like how does it affect him mentally, like his mental health?
You know, it's not going to go to a place where we saw Layla, and I think season 3. It's not going to go there. Although I think that would have been really fun to get a chance to kind of play that, to kind of dump into that world. You're just going to see him kind of struggle with the idea of, who am I? What do I do now? He's going to spiral in his own way without kind of dipping into this depressive mode, which is different. I know we've already shared that kind of that mental health story with Layla. But again, he's just going to have to lean on the people that are around him, the ones that he loves, his family members, Layla, Spencer, just various people in the world that are all going to, continue to help each other out. But he has to kind of put on a brave face, as we saw in episode 11, because he has to be the strong man, right? He's going to be the man of the house for his mother and his sister. So you'll see him struggle with that, I guess, when it comes to mental health.
Mm-hmm.
How does your character's mother like handle that? I know it's you know.
Yeah. Again, without giving away too much, you're gonna see her. Well, there will be something revealed, I believe, in episode 12. Episode 12, um, that will kind of, the audience will definitely view a certain character a certain way, but you'll see Laura Baker kind of take it on the chin and almost grow from it. I think the beautiful thing about Billy leaving, as sad as it is, the beautiful thing about it is, all these characters are they're forced to grow. They're forced to kind of grow up and be the bigger person to a degree. So again, I can't disclose kind of too much as to how she's gonna deal with it because it's getting very specific very quickly. But you're definitely going to see tears and grief and, maybe lashing out at the kids in various ways. But, at the end of the day, it's all coming from a place of hurt and a place of love.
I'll go, Kipling.
Okay, I was also to say, like, with Billy passing, like, how does it affect Layla and Jordan's relationship?
It's a great question. Not as much as you think. Not as much as you think, if my memory serves me, which sometimes it doesn't. But not as much as you think. I think that whenever Jordan has his episode, it's more so he's just on a mission, right? I'll be as vague as I can. He's on a mission to accomplish, a certain amount of things, and Layla's just there to support. There's no negative that occurs from it. Actually, I think there's positive because they both kind of realize life is fleeting, and so you're going to get to see some sad but cute moments eventually as we kind of get to the back end of their relationship.
I know with Billy's passing, I want to know if Asher and Jordan become like a little bit closer because of it. If you can't answer it, don't answer it. I want you to get you in trouble.
No, I think that you're absolutely right that Jordan and Asher have definitely drifted. Since season 1, even whenever the whole playbook thing happened, and even Spencer came into life. But I think that Asher is more so worried about kind of being the coach to JJ, and he's more worried about obviously now this new child that is on the way. So he's kind of as much as he is there for the Bakers and support, he's got his own fish to fry.
Okay.
Oh, my turn. Okay. I was gonna say, like, what aspect of Jordan, as a character that you enjoyed the most just playing him over the past 5 years?
I loved, yeah. As hard as it is for me, I have enjoyed kind of playing the being mean whenever he's being mean and kind of excuse my language, kind of a dick to certain characters and lashes out, and he's physically aggressive with other characters. That's so unlike me, that it takes so much for me to even raise my voice at anyone. It's very rare. So to do that, as challenging as it is, it's kind of fun. Kind of fun to like get to set and you feel like your hands are shaking whenever you'll cut. So that's a lot of bit of fun. Excuse me. And then I guess also just like exploring his heart. Because as much as he is kind of this hot-headed character who is selfish in a way, he's also very loving, and you see that in his relationships. Although he can, like I said, pop off and be upset about certain things, whenever he kind of gathers his thoughts and actually calms down, he's a very loving individual. And I think that he wants the best for his friends and his family. And so I think that has also been very fun to kind of explore and see where he goes.
If you could like step into the show as yourself and tell Jordan one thing, what would it be?
Me as me right now, stepping into the show to tell Jordan, I would just tell him, I guess with what's been aired, I would tell him that it's heavy. Obviously losing a parent is heavy, and although it might seem like you're lost right now, you don't have to take on the weight of the world, and just continue to be the kind kid that you are. Don't let this this negative thing, this heartbreaking moment, don't let it turn you cold, and don't let it don't let it don't let it make you shut people out of your life, because the people in your life are there for you and they want to love you. So allow them to love you and continue to lean on them, because you're going to see him kind of push people away to a degree because he's lost.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kimberly.
Too, I was gonna say like, um, reading the scripts and everything like this. Is the show still surprise you in different ways?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like I just started reading the script for 17, and I'm like, oh wow, we're doing this. Cool. Obviously, I can't tell you what we're doing, but it's a shock to me. And then even in 18, I've heard like rumblings of what's going to occur, and just different things that I don't know exactly where the direct trajectory of the season is going to go, or even what's going to occur in the finale. But every single time I get a script, I'm like, oh, that's going to be really dope to play, or that's going to be exciting to do. But there are definitely surprises that come with reading every single script, whether it's my character or other characters that are doing various things. So they continue to dive deep, which I love.
Was there ever a moment like when you filmed something that didn't make the show that you wish made the show?
Yeah. What season was that? Either 3 or 4. Layla's birthday party. We were preparing for Layla's birthday party, and Jordan and Simone had a
Oh
scene
yeah.
in. Do you remember? Jordan and Simone had a scene in the party store where they actually go back and pick up the pinata
Mm-hmm.
that was taken away. Um, so I can't even remember. Basically, Simone was kind of basically giving Jordan advice about how to deal with her dad. I think that Jordan and his dad were beefing at that moment. I could be
Yeah,
wrong. Yeah,
they were.
and that scene got cut, and I remember the director, telling me we lost time, we were out of time, and that was just one of those scenes that could have been cut, and the story could have kept going. So I think me and Jeffrey loved that scene because we were having so much fun just riffing and rapping off of each other because it was a lot of movement, like steady cam, like pull back one shot. So that was a fun scene, but it happens more than you think.
Fans about to petition for that right now.
Oh, I know. They're
Oh
definitely gonna
Lord.
they're gonna be like the Jamone stands are gonna be on their way to the CW right now.
Oh
I
my
haven't
God.
even seen it. If it makes you feel any better, so I don't even know.
That's very true.
Kimberly.
Because I was gonna ask. No, I was gonna ask too. Like, just because I see how you comment and stuff. Like, I'm like, do you ever be like, okay, like, why did I start this? Because you sometimes you start Discord, and I'd be like, come on, like, why? Why you like feed into like some of that the comments?
Listen,
Sometimes it's funny.
listen. You know what's funny is we all talk about it, especially me, Jeffrey, and Greta. We all talk about what we're gonna post before we post it. We all know what can set people off to a degree. We're not foolish. And then sometimes I just say things and people hear it the way that they want to hear it and they get upset and it is what it is. But sometimes it's just fun to stir up the timeline. I don't know, you know.
Who's the goofiest person on set?
Before Tay's since Tay's leaving, probably Daniel or maybe myself to a degree. Like just like goofy, just carefree goofiness. You know what I'm saying? Like
Does
that's kind
anybody
of how I.
does anybody do any pranks or anything?
Daniel for sure. Daniel is the prankster, absolutely. He is a very charming individual. He is a good-looking man, and he is a great actor. However, he is the one person on the set that will go out of his way to cause mayhem. I might cause mayhem on the tie line, but he's going to cause mayhem on the set. I remember we were filming a scene at the cabin, season 4, maybe the water balloon fight. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Greta still to this day is after Daniel because I think he right after we wrapped grabbed a handful of balloons and just chucked them at the girls and one of them hit Greta right in the face. So she they actually went to his home and tried to get him back, but he was hiding and he never got. So they are still on the hunt for him. They are still on the hunt for him. I know that. But yeah, that's who he is. That's who he is. I remember dude. I remember he hit her in the face. He took off to base camp, got on his bike, grabbed his backpack, and bolted. Like rode his bike home because at that point he could ride his bike. And Greta and Sam are like, where does he live? Mike, what's his address? I was like, I don't want to tell you what his address is. I don't want to get involved with this.
All American turned into American gangster.
Yes,
Literally.
so quickly. And they ended up going. They found his spot, and like I think they tried to like set up a phone to like record the interaction, and I think he saw the phone and didn't come out of his abode. Uh, so they kind of did that to themselves. But yeah, no, they were armed and ready with the teeth, ready to get him back. So that's just some of the things that occur on the All American set.
I was gonna go ahead.
No, good.
No, I was gonna say like, what has been your favorite moment, like, or just like in general, their relationship between Spencer and Jordan?
Mm. We have a really nice, not nice. We have a really during Spencer's episode, I think it's 15. There's a really good scene that the two of us are in. I can't talk about that, so let me switch scenes. Maybe after the fight, maybe after Jordan and Spencer's fight, where the brutal honesty that they share. They've been together for three. I think it was 3 years, maybe 4 years at that point. Or at least seasons, excuse me. And they laid hands on each other, excuse me. But the brutal honesty that came out of that scene, I think, was really beautiful, and just kind of shows that the friendships, you can have rifts, you can have rafts, but everything's going to come back to a reason when that family love is there. And if not that, just any single moment that's on the field. I think that the Spencer Jordan connection is kind of elite. And I love throwing the ball to Spencer, to Daniel, excuse me. So that's always a lot of fun to get on the field and get to do.
I know while filming, have you ever like had Jordan be wild and like has Jordan accidentally punched somebody when he's not supposed to, like while filming?
Oh, like have I accidentally like punched the wrong person?
Yeah.
Luckily, no. Luckily, no. There have
Oh,
not
that's
been any
good.
accidents when it comes to punching. There's a scene in 14 where I punched something that wasn't scripted because I was just getting so frustrated. Jordan was getting so frustrated with what he was doing, and ended up like bruising my knuckles. There's still a little bit of like scabbing going on. But yeah, I caught myself off guard because I was in this moment doing this particular task, trying to fix something. And he ends up getting frustrated and just punches this table. um, and I think they kept it because they were like, "Yo, we love that." So they're like, "Keep doing it." And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." It's whatever. But yeah, no. Luckily, I've never punched anybody. I've definitely hit somebody with a football. Absolutely, camera operators, focus pullers, bystander background that is unexpected with the ball. Because like this, also here's the thing, like I'm fortunate enough to have some skill whenever I throw the rock, but they'll put the camera right here, right, facing me, and they're like, all right, now throw the ball at the camera. I'm like, are you sure? And like they'll have somebody like catch it, and I'm like, God, I'm throwing in $150,000 rig. Like, I really don't want to be the reason that production shuts down today. You know?
I know. Okay, Kim.
I was gonna say too, like you just said, like the punch scene. Like, is there any other moments that you had on like previous seasons, like that was unscripted that you just kind of ad libbed on yourself?
Um, I've talked about this before. The nose boop with Layla before the big kiss in season 4. The clap that I did with Layla whenever I said she was my wife. Because again, he is still this hothead. Although she is the person that can calm him down and make him, I think, at the most peace. The person that you love can also do that to you. So, to kind of get you there, anything with Layla's hair. Once I saw it in the script the very first time, I have decided that almost every single scene that we're in, I'm like, Greta, if you're okay with it, I am going to play with your hair in this moment, if it makes sense, of course. I'm trying to really think. A lot of stuff on the football field is all scripted. It's just, all ad lib, just to kind of play around with it, especially whenever you're in that mindset of playing. But the unscripted things, I'm trying to think of some more. there are various ones, and I always, me personally, as Michael, I love to play around with it because I'm always trying to bring the goofy in. I'm always trying to bring the comedy in, even though we're a drama show. And sometimes the directors will be like, just say the words. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know?
Oh, I gotta ask you, like, which character do you like more, Simone or Layla?
Ah,
Like you
here we
per
go. Here we go.
I was
Me
trying to be at
personally,
peace.
you
me personally
personally.
as Michael.
Okay. I'm just ready for Twitter.
All right. I think no, I'm not gonna think anything. I'm gonna say it with concrete. Layla.
Okay, I mean, it makes
Why?
sense. It makes sense. I
Listen,
mean,
listen. Wait. Are you asking who do I like better as a character overall or better for Jordan?
better for Jordan.
Oh, better for Jordan, easily Layla. Easily Layla. Because again, I've voiced this before, and I know that the Jamones hate when I bring this up. But Layla didn't start the relationship on a lie.
Whew.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh.
And look, now, however, follow up with this. Jordan and Layla did not date. Excuse me, if Jordan and Simone did not date, he would not be emotionally mature enough to date Layla. Because
Oh,
Simone
God.
made him who he is. Simone made him who he is, 1,000%. Period. Point blank. Signed the check. However, that relationship I think was flawed from the beginning.
Okay. Go ahead,
Now they
Gabe.
did get married. They get married, but again, emotionally immature. They were both immature, and Jordan was very irrational with his decisions to do what he did. But I think that Layla is the better partner for Jordan, and I think that Simone is better off. I think she's with Lando, right? Or did they break up? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I think
guys.
that's. I think Simone is better off with either Lando or what is his name? Damon.
Damon?
How
Oh,
did I
Lord.
forget that? Oh my god. Yeah, because again, but they've grown, and Simone and Jordan together, they definitely grew. And but I think that Layla is better for Jordan.
Well,
Hate
JJ
me.
ever would JJ ever apologize to Layla?
I
Right.
doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. One of the things that one of the things that I think this show is funny, just TV in general, is that like characters won't always apologize for something that they've done, like something huge that they've done, or like there's never really any conversations, or it takes some time before the conversation is had. Like for instance, Asher and Spencer finally had the conversation about him stealing his girl twice, and although it really wasn't a conversation, it was more so Spencer like throwing it in your face that this is what I did. That conversation was had. And then, obviously Olivia and Layla had the conversation season 1, maybe, or 2 in the hallway with the treacherous bitch scene. So maybe we'll see it in season 7.
I mean, I was like season 7.
That was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
I
Maybe we'll
was,
see it. Maybe we'll
oh,
see
I
it in
was.
season 6. But no, there has not been an apology filmed.
Oh, if you could add like put any actor in the world into like All American season 6, who would you want to be in there? Like just make an appearance.
Maybe Dancing Idris. Snowfall. Like have him bring some some shot like almost be an
Some
opposite.
Franklin?
Yeah, some him and Franklin say Spencer and Franklin say face off.
I don't like that matchup for Spencer.
No.
Battle of South Central, or maybe Danson is a college DB. I'd love to see that. I think that they would both. That'd be cool to see Daniel and him face off in a scene. Absolutely.
Will we ever get like college scenes of like them actually being in class?
I don't know. That's a great question. I mean, we see Coop in class. Coop is in college class. I think Spencer's been in the class. Jordan has not been in the class ever. If you ever want to go back and watch, Jordan has not sat in the Beverly Hills class. nor has he sat in a college lecture hall. Maybe we'll see it. Maybe we won't. I think we'll see Liv in some classes soon. I don't know.
What can we expect you all to be in Greta's YouTube videos again?
Once she starts making them again, you know, that's not. I'm not throwing shade. She's just not active. We are also very busy with the show and then our extracurricular activities that we are all fortunate to have. So maybe this hiatus will have a moment where, or maybe I'll nudge her. But hey, Greta, they want to see something because I think that she wants to get back into it anyways because she wants to start baking again. It's just a matter of time. You just got to be patient.
Well, okay, you got anything else?
No, oh, I was gonna ask you, like, I know you did a movie, like with one of your friends, right? I'm just trying to verify, like, or was it?
The flower that never wilts, the short film.
Mm-hmm. Is it coming out soon or is it already out?
I don't know. That's a great question. I know that we are going to be in the. I know that we're going to be in the. Hold on, I'll tell you exactly where we're going to be because we won. We won this festival.
Mm-hmm.
Next, the Hollywood Real Independent Film Festival, which is next Saturday, and we were fortunate enough to win that. We're gonna be there. I think you can stream it somewhere online. I really have no idea. I watch it on Vimeo because I have a link, but that was a lot of fun to get to film. And Chris and TJ Shaw, who wrote and then Chris directed it and TJ starred in it. That was a lot of fun to just get to play something different, play some 70s character and some real gritty work. So if you have a chance to see it, I hope you enjoy it. But I don't know where you can find it. I will figure that out and I'll tweet it out.